So first one, as you mentioned, is AI and ML, right? I think we are at the very initial start of really seeing mainstream artificial intelligence and machine learning. So, the algorithms, some of the compute power has been around for a while, but we're at a point right now where it is being, adopted or seriously considered by, a lot of organizations out there. The second one is IoT. We're seeing more and more devices come out in everywhere, right? From cities to houses to, all aspects of life. And all of these devices basically have IP addresses, they generate data, they generate analytics, sensors, and so forth in pretty much everything, right? Cloud computing, we've seen that trend go up over time too. Before, most organizations would have large data centers or internal data centers, and they're starting to see that the cost of that is pretty high. So moving all of those workloads to a cloud like Amazon Web Services or Azure, is the trend, and we're going to see more and more over time. Blockchain technology, right? So I think over the last 10 years or so, blockchain has mainly been around Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, but there's a ton of different applications in finance and healthcare, voting systems, and all of that for blockchain technology going forward. 5G and edge compute. So think about it, everything needs to be connected, and you basically need a network for that to connect, right? Wireless, LEO, which is, LEO systems, low Earth orbiting systems like Starlink satellites and so forth. Connectivity is going to be huge, and edge compute, quantum computing. So while we're very, very early right now in quantum computing, I think that's going to revolutionize the way AI and a lot of these other compute technologies, the cost of it. The last one, which encompasses all of these, is cybersecurity. Just because cybersecurity has an impact on pretty much every single one of these things. That's my analysis on trends. Do you have any trends, and from your perspective, you think that we're missing out on, or you would like to add?
Yeah, I have a few more, starting with artificial intelligence, but related to medical sector. For future trends in medicine or medical field, AI is currently trying to identify all the variables involved to determine the origin or cause of some diseases, or what factors are causing critical diseases or illnesses. So I guess AI in medicine will be really important. All the efforts in artificial intelligence are going there, hopefully to find the cure for cancer or other serious diseases. So I think another trend with artificial intelligence is the generation of data to increase business efficiency. AI is helping to free specialists in specific areas, letting computers to handle the data generation so they can shift their efforts to other tasks, improving the company performance because they have now the information that was AI processed and analyzed. Business person is going to be more in the planning and designing strategies than trying to do the hard work to get information ready for analysis. Another interesting trend will be the AI integration to data visualization and exploration tools. Data visualization and exploration tools like Tableau or others are integrating AI into their functionalities, making it easier for non-technical users to perform analysis. Users simply ask the tool the things that they want to explore, such as a forecast, and the tool will handle most of the work for them. This is a very advanced step for the future of BI solution, and about the security, I guess is very important trend, but more linked to the work that happens inside the organizations, like setting policies and monitoring how well they are implemented, as well as making sure companies follow legal regulations that they are required for. It's about making sure that both the company and the customer data are safe. So, in my opinion, the future of cybersecurity will be more focused preparing the technical environment to match administrative and regulatory requirements. And about enterprise collaboration trend, let's talk about the importance of this. It is known that companies have silos. One area has information here and another area has information there. They don't communicate well, and it requires a lot of effort to bring everything together in one place to be used. I guess in the next 10 years, people, like in social media, will be able to share and post their data insight. I believe this is really good because the mind of one expert will be connected and collaborating to another expert doing an enhanced analysis, and they will be able to share insightful analysis within the application. This is very important and edgy trend. It is related to social media, but in the work.
It's not just for fun.
Right.
Did you hear about that?
No, I haven't looked, so I may have to look up that research.
Yeah,
That's exactly what we're trying to do.
yes. Yeah, and to finish, because I guess we are short of time, we are going to spin the wheel and see what is coming with the creativity wheel. Just click.
All right.
Okay. What is your favorite tech gadget?
My favorite tech gadget. I got lots of favorite tech gadgets. I think it would have to be my phone.
Your phone.
My phone.
No one.
I do everything with it. Everything is pretty much
it's like your office, in your house, and everything.
Office, personal, communication, music, entertainment. Pretty much everything.
That's one of the reasons because we love Steve Jobs.
There we go. That goes back to Steve Jobs.
Yeah, and if you have a pet, when I got outside and my dog is alone in the house, I have a camera and I have the app, and I've been spending more than 1 hour outside. I connect to the camera and I speak to my dog.
Does he respond? Like he realizes?
Yes.
Okay.
He barks. One more.
All right.
Okay, this is good. All-nighter ritual. What do you do?
All-nighter ritual. All right, I have pulled a few all-nighters, especially with starting this new organization. So the ritual would be I'm more of a night owl, and I like techno music and EDM music, electronic dance music. So sitting with my headphones, listening to melodic EDM, something that's a little bit more repetitive and has a really good beat, and coding. That's an all-night ritual.
Was really good. No coffee, any drinks?
No, I usually don't like coffee at night because it will keep me out for too long.
Or no?
I do have tea, yeah, I do. I will take some tea, but just water and yeah, my headphones and techno music. Nope. I usually don't go for the sugar drinks. I try to stay away. I'm getting older,
One more.
All right.
I'm making the sound.
So you got a cool app that does this, huh? With a little spin wheel.
Yes, you would see it in the video. Unix, any flavor, or Windows? Which one do you prefer?
100% Unix. I actually don't use Windows at all. So MacBook is my go-to. But from if there's some command line type stuff, you can absolutely.
Yeah, you prefer
Unix.
Yes.
100% Unix over Windows for sure.
Okay. One more, and then go back and spend the time to know more about your company, and then
sure.
Yes, because it was funny. I love it.
Yeah, this is cool. Just put like a few of them, like quick ones. Those are kind of cool.
The sound. Okay. Do you have an anecdote as junior or newbie? Like, I remember that.
Yeah, actually, I have lots of them.
Or maybe
Can I think of some?
Embarrassed or something with that.
Embarrassed.
No,
I have some
can be
college
funny.
stories
It
where it
can be
was
funny. It can be funny.
can be funny. No, I'm trying to think of some IT stories that were kind of funny. I have more college stories that were funny. That was a hard one on a. Give me 1 second. Thinking. I have a cool story, but it's not a funny story. So I'll try that. I'll try that a little bit. So when I was back in college, one of our projects, so we had to take an MIS type class, and it had to be some kind of real world, impacting project. So the town, this was back in 2004, and the town we were in had a radio station, and it just broadcast, radio, FM, and AM, and stuff like that, and that was it. It had about a 200-mile radius or something for which you
Yes.
could listen into the stations. So we kind of worked on a really cool project where we decided to take the station online, right? Broadcasting online. And so we built the encoders, we built the decoders, we built the websites in order to take the physical, input that was broadcasting radio waves and make that into a digital format and then broadcast that online.
Wow.
And the coolness about it was I actually got to include a lot of family. Like I called my parents. I was like, hey, at 1 o'clock in the morning, we're going to be, can you test? Because we were trying to test load balancing. Like, hey, can we get 10 users listening in? Can we get 100 users, kind of listening in? And so we kind of had friends and family kind of around the world that would all listen at the same time to kind of test our application. But that was one of the cool things where I just sat back and I was like, wow, we actually took a radio station physical, and as students, it was a group of us together working on a project and made them go online, and how now anybody in the world could listen into that small little city's radio, and there were students that would have shows on the radio, so anybody around the world could listen to. So it was a cool IT moment that was student, but it actually had a real world impact on it.
Yeah, I imagine when the people that was like waiting for that moment, like, okay, let's go,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
start.
We actually got a letter from the president of the college. I was like, hey, this is pretty cool because it was pretty impactful for the
Wow.
university as well.
Was really good your story. Okay,
Funny.
was funny.
And talking of your tech career, could you share more with us about your recent project Sentilyx AI? What services do you offer and how AI is involved?
Yeah, absolutely. So Sentilyx AI, so what we are basically an AI ML as a service platform. So our mission is to be able to empower organizations to transform their customer interactions and unstructured data into actionable intelligence and insights. So, you were talking about this a little early on, Sonia, about insights is so valuable. There's so much of data out there, right? That's basically exactly what we do. So we are building and launching a platform that has different type of business use cases. One of the first use cases is customer, sort of support calls. So think about it: in any call center, you get thousands and thousands of customer calls that come in. And if you want to understand the voice of your customer, understand their perspective or their frustrations or their challenges or the positive things, right? We basically take all of those calls, run that through AI models, and then start to extract information, from it, so that we can start to determine and help organizations by letting them know where are opportunities for revenue growth. So by identifying, hey, here's an upsell opportunity or a cross-sell opportunity for this specific customer or group of customers. We can also, using the insights, look at helping reduce cost. Hey, this specific process happens in 20 or 30% of your calls. Maybe if we automate it, you'll now save 1,000 hours, of your employees' time and workload, so you can increase capacity. And then the third big area is customer service, trying to improve customer experience as well. So where are their pain points? Where are their frustrations? That's really what we're focusing on. So again, looking at all of the data that you have, all of your customer interactions, whether it's calls, whether it's emails, chat, conversations, and running that through AI models to determine insights from it. So we call that insights as a service, but that's exactly what Sentilyx AI is. And all of this is powered by artificial intelligence models. As we talked about this whole conversation,
Yes.
AI is able to do so much more these days from a compute perspective, and we want to use that power to help organizations gain a lot more value.
That was a really interesting overview about your company.
Thank you.
Congratulations on starting this new adventure with your AI company. I'm sure Sentilyx AI will help organizations to improve their business. Now, I'm sharing your website information to let the audience know how to reach you for specific needs and projects and know more about you and your persona. If they want to know more about you, of course, they always want to know more.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Great. Thank you for your time and for sharing your life stories. It was truly amazing to hear them. Today, we met the IT persona. Thank you for your support with this podcast idea.
Thank you, Sonia. Thank you so much for hosting. You're amazing.
Namaste.
Namaste. Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Awesome.